What up, YouTube? I ain't gonna be on here for long. I just wanna get this out right quick, man. I was getting a morning workout in earlier. Came across two people. Had Steelers gear on, and one had Eagles gear on. The guy with the Eagles gear on, we started talking. He was saying, "What about them Panthers?" And then I said, "Yeah, they playing good." And make a long story short, this guy says he was a diehard Eagles fan and a diehard Panthers fan. I don't see how can you be a diehard Panther fan and a diehard Eagles fan. If both of them teams meet up in the NFC Championship one day, where do this man's heart lies at? If you die hard for one team, you know where your heart lies at. But I'm not going. I'm mentally retarded to that. So y'all might have to help me out to understand how can you be a diehard fan for both teams. I don't give a shit about Carolina being located in my home state. That has nothing to do with that. That's no reason. If you're so concerned about that, why wouldn't you just be a Panther fan and just call it that? But anyway, not gonna get in all of that. But basically, man, I just wanna salute all of the true diehard fans in the NFL. You know, the ones that stuck with the teams. Whether if it was a good season or bad season, you stuck with your team to the end. You know, you didn't hop on no bandwagon. You know, I just showed y'all that picture. You know, last year when the Panthers started out 3-8, I think that was the year they finished 7-8. Yeah, that was last year. You see the fan support. I can almost promise you, I can put my whole bank account on it. If we do a poll today, you know, about the fan support, it would be no less than 90%. I say 95 or less. 95 or more. But just 90 just being generous, I can almost promise you it would be no less than 90%. Got homeboy, I done told y'all in my last video, he talking about, you know, he's supporting the Panthers, and I'm like, well, how can you support the Carolina Panthers and you supposed to be this fan or that fan? I know the Panthers are located in the home state. Once again, like I said, I'm an hour away from Charlotte, where the Panthers are at. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna be going to Panther pep rallies, you know, stuff that's clearly dedicated to the Panthers. You know, you're doing stuff like that. I mean, to me, it just sounds like, you know, you're trying to ease your mind, you know, off of the season that your team that you claim had. We don't do that, people. If your team was ass, you know, just be a man that has some nuts and stick with the shit. Don't try to bandwagon and jump ship to one team and ride them through the Super Bowl, you know, if just because, you know, your team was ass, or to try to relieve pain. And by saying that, I'm not saying that you can't root for a team. I was rooting for Arizona to eliminate Carolina yesterday, but I told y'all my reasons why, because they're in our division. That's the reason why I was rooting for them. But either way, I'm not saying you can't root for nobody, but just hopping on the bandwagon saying you support the team, that's saying a lot when you say you support a ball club. That's basically saying you're a fan of the team if you support them. Shit ain't adding up to me, honestly. And the whole state having stuff for the Panthers. It just ain't Charlotte. It's the whole state. I'm an hour out from Charlotte. Greensboro, second biggest city in the state. They been having shit up here. where I'm at, shit's no different. But I'm damn if I'm gonna be swerving and nudging and dipping, dabbing out and stuff. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. See that? See that right there? It's die hard to the death for me. Don't be like this picture right here. Don't be like that. See that picture? That's how it is in North Carolina right now. Fans just tripping over the sidewalks and everything, just to get to the Panthers. Shit, just hilarious. And I'm not just trying to go on the Panthers. They in my area, so that's why they get mentioned. Bronco fans, I know y'all. I don't know what y'all experiencing, but really, it's the Denver Broncos' time and the Carolina Panthers' time to be on here flexing on YouTube and shit. But I'm just throwing this out before y'all start getting y'all's, shit in, and y'all deserve what both teams deserve it. Peyton Manning, they doubted you. I wonder how many fans hopped off the boat, when they started saying you was finished and shit. I wonder how many hopped back on when, but it's none of my business. I'm just sick and tired of seeing this shit myself. And it just happened to be with Panther fans because they in my area. Once again. Not just calling out this team for no reason. Told y'all got a little respect for him. Cam Newton, he first came in the league. Where was this Cam support when I showed you that picture at the beginning? Where was all the Cam fans at then? And then when he in MVP discussions, everybody about it now. They dabbing in and out everywhere. Just dabbing. Shit just crazy. Doubted Cam coming into the league. Everybody, media, most of the people doubted this man coming into the league. And some teams may like bandwagon, but I think it's a little disrespect to the true fans that been through hell and back with the Panthers or the Broncos. Then either team, it's done been through hell with the team. When they was saying Peyton Manning was, finished. That shit, some of the true fans stuck through it. Last year when they was saying y'all was finished and shit, Carolina, 34% support. That's just how it is. And I know back in 2009 when we won our shit, I know we was some bandwagons hopping on our shit, but our shit was deeper than football. Katrina had a major impact. Cats down in the Bayou, the Saints is all they had to rely on. After that Katrina, for a good minute, it was just Saints. The Saints was really the only thing that could put a smile on their face. So shit a little different with our situation. I can understand. Cats, I'm done. I just don't get how cats can go to, Panther pep rallies and all this shit, and then just like that dude in the weight room, how can you have two, be a diehard fan for two teams in the same sport? But I'm out, man. I'm gonna be back with y'all, not this weekend coming, but the next. I'm gonna be down in New Orleans. Might watch the Super Bowl. If I do, I'm not gonna sit in my hotel and watch it. It's either gonna be at a bar, just depending on how things going down there. But I'm gonna try to catch some of them. I might not. If I don't, it is what it is. This your boy CB. I'm out.